4 years ago, I made a decision that changed everything. I removed alcohol from my life. Why? Because it was ruining every single facet of my life. It made me fat, it made me miserable, it made me a pain in the ass to be around. I got nothing done, and so much more. I'm going to dive into that a little bit more right now. Alcohol caused me an enormous amount of problems. I wasn't the stereotypical, person that had a really bad relationship with alcohol. A lot of people think of alcoholics as someone scrambling for empty cans of Carling or bottles of vodka at 7 o'clock in the morning. That wasn't my life. What I was really doing was drinking to escape my problems. I'd start, I wouldn't really know how to stop. And if you've been honest with yourself, this is probably causing you quite a few issues as well. I didn't realize just how much of a problem it was for me though. It affected my sleep, it affected my skin, it affected my weight, it affected my relationship, my output of work, my productivity levels, and everything in between. It was just honestly absolutely horrendous. So don't get me wrong. Did I have some enjoyable times? Yes. But the downtimes were absolutely horrific and it outweighed it. And I stopped asking myself, what's wrong with a few beers? I started asking myself, what's right with a few beers? And that one question really started to flip my mindset around. A lot of people ask me, how did I do this? How did I turn it around? So I'll break it down as simply as I can into a few steps for you. The first one and the most important one is habit hacking. If you haven't heard of habit hacking, I'll touch on it later on in the video, but essentially, it's looking at something you're already doing and replacing it with a healthier alternative or a better alternative. So I was having a few beers, let's say, maybe on a nice sunny evening. Can you replace them with some 0%? And there's so many good alternatives out there now. So go for alcohol-free alternatives. The second one, find something else to focus on. Don't just do dry January or sober October if all you can think of is, I can't wait for that next night out in the 1st of November or 1st of February or whatever, because what is the point? So you focus on the gym, you focus on seeing friends again, you might focus on a project in your house, whatever, but just get something else to focus on. The third one is to get someone to do it with. It might be a friend, it might be a colleague, it might be a spouse, it might be a neighbor, whatever, but this one's absolutely key because you don't feel so alone when you're doing it. And the fourth one is environment. Now, if you've got alcohol in your house and you're on a sobriety journey or you're sober curious, you want to take a bit of a break, whatever, this is going to be very, very difficult. If you wanted to lose weight, you won't really be hanging around at McDonald's all the time, would you? Because eventually you're probably going to have a burger. So get it out of your house, but also abstain from going to pubs and bars just for a little bit. And like I said, you don't lose all of your connection. Gain that through going to a gym or a football club or a tennis club or something like that. Life is drastically different since I stopped drinking. And I've lost 30 plus kilos in weight. I've set up 2 businesses we've made very successful businesses out of. My relationship is thriving. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm fitter, I'm faster, I'm stronger. I can regulate my emotions more effectively and so much more. And someone said to me, well, it can't all surely be down to the booze. And I said, well, tell me any situation that I've just mentioned where alcohol improves it. There wasn't one. So, it's not a case of, again, going back to what I said before, oh my God, what's wrong with a few? What's right with a few? Nothing. And everything in my life has improved drastically since. You might be sitting here watching this going, should I stop drinking alcohol? Well, listen, you don't need to say to yourself, will I ever drink again? But can you take a break, 30, 60 to 90 days, whatever? But I'm telling you, you are going to see so many benefits short term. I've coached over 400 people and a very large percentage of those have either completely stopped or have massively reviewed their relationship with alcohol and it's changed enormously. So productivity levels are going to improve, your performance level, all your health biomarkers are going to improve, your sleep, your skin quality, your relationships. Honestly, it's an absolute game changer, and just give yourself a little bit of a break and you'll be able to see for yourself. There's always going to be a reason not to do something. And I know there's going to be the, hot days, the weddings, the Christmases, the birthdays, etc. But you're deciding to stay miserable if you keep drinking. Honestly, I know that might sound a little bit preachy here, but I'm telling you, again, we've coached hundreds of people to do this and none of them have regretted doing it. The only regret they've had is that they didn't do it sooner. So I'm going to go back to what I said at the start of the video around habit hacking. Now, let's say you come home from work and you put your jacket down, you go to the fridge, open the bottle, you pour it in the glass, take a sip. It tastes so much better. It's just a placebo effect. It takes around 4 or 5 minutes for your brain to register it's actually alcohol. So you're kidding yourself. It's the story you're telling yourself. Now, that's the reason why I'll never drink again, because I've got a liquid that looks and tastes exactly the same without all the negative effects. Oh, I'm really stressed, so I need a drink. No, you're stressed because you're drinking. That is the one reason that's causing all this shit for you. I know you might have other stuff going on. I know that life gets in the way and there's some really harsh challenges out there, but is drinking alcohol honestly going to really improve that? Absolutely not. So when I changed my identity around drinking alcohol, that's where everything shifted for me. If someone offered me a cigarette now, I'm not going to say what brand is it. I say no because I don't smoke. The same way I say no, I don't drink. So if you can lean into that, take a 30 or 60 day break, you're going to see all the benefits for yourself, I'm telling you. So to sum up, it's ruining your life probably. When you stop, it improves it enormously. Just take a 30 or 60 day break so you can see for yourself, and let me know in the comments below. Are you alcohol free? What benefits have you seen so far?